Hi everyone, welcome. FPLMattDay here. Not long now until game week 24, and these are my favorite differentials, my top differential picks for game week 24. A few factors have gone into consideration here. Good picks for this game week, good and beyond, and good picks for this game week and the double game week next week that's coming up as well. So, because there's also a blank game week, so I've tried to put a few different factors in there as part of the logic for these differentials. There's going to be 4 of them, so I'm going to share screen and go through all 4. It's just a quick snippet of my favorite picks. They're all very low owned as well, and I think they've all got a good chance of being good, either enablers because of their cheap price and rank gainers, big green arrows if these players hit the points. Before I get into it and start to share the screen, please like this video. If you haven't done already, just take 5 seconds of your time to like it. Another 5 seconds to subscribe if you haven't done already and you are new to the channel. And also get your comments in and let me know what you think of the channel, the video, and the picks. Let me know what you think of my differentials and if you're going to put any of them in your team. So look, let's start now. Let's present the screen. And I'm going to tell you about my first differential, why I am picking him, and a little bit about his up-and-coming fixtures as well. And it is that man, João Felix Siqueira. Look at that. Southampton at home next. It's a very good fixture for him. Then Spurs away. Patchy form. So that's my team, Spurs, but patchy form. Chelsea got a good record against them. Does play in game week 25, so he doesn't blank in that game week. And then game week 26, a nice fixture against Leeds. He got 9 points, which included the 3 bonus against West Ham in his previous fixture. And he's looking sharp. He's getting a lot of the ball. And he's definitely Chelsea's biggest goal threat from the forwards. And at 7.6 million, I think he is a good move for this game week. 2.2% owned as well. His goal last week at West Ham was brilliant, and he was straight on the bonus from it as well. So that's my first differential pick for game week 24, João Felix from Chelsea. So let's move away from Chelsea now. I'm going to go to the current champions, Manchester City, and let's go into this man here, İlkay Gündoğan, 2% owned. He got 5 points away at Arsenal and 7 points against Villa in a double game week. And you're probably looking at that thinking, that's not much though, really. When you have him over just one game week, you want more than that. But he was making late runs similar to the COVID lockdown season when fans obviously couldn't go in the stadium. And he was scoring 2 goals one week, a goal and an assist the next, another 2. He was getting double-digit scores and he was getting in really late in the box. And he had that same look to him in the game against Aston Villa at home and also in the Arsenal one. And he looked really, really dangerous. At 2% owned, you get Forest away out of him. I think they're going to, I know it's Pep Roulette, but I think the way City looked and the shape of the team with him in there, he will get at least sort of 60 to 70 minutes in this one. And it wouldn't put it past me if he gets back on the score sheet. Then they've got Bournemouth away the week after. So he does play in game week 25. And at 2% owned, he's a really big differential. So he's someone you can put in, enabler. He's quite cheap at 7.3 million. And then you're going to get a couple of really nice fixtures from him. And he's on form. So let's go to my next one. And this is going to be a defensive pick. The next 2 are defensive picks. And it's going to be this man here, Tarkowski, which might surprise a few people just based on his 1 point at Anfield. Obviously, the week before that, he got 15 points against Arsenal. He's 2.3% owned. He's only 4.2 million. And he did hit the bar against Liverpool. So if that goes in and Everton go 1-0 up, he comes out with more points. Everton might then defend the lead. So it could have been a completely different story. So Tarkowski there, double game week in game week 25. Okay, one of them is at home to away to Arsenal, but he did score against him last time. The other one is at home to Aston Villa. But this one leads as well, managerless leads. They do concede a lot from set pieces. They're notorious, like Leicester, being quite weak at defending set pieces. This is Sean Dyche's Tarkowski as well. So they will be trying to score from as many set pieces as possible. He's very cheap. He's very low owned. And even after game week 25, as you can see there, nice fixture against Forest. You can probably ride out some of those tougher fixtures and just keep him on your bench at £4.2 million and 2.3% owned. So let's go into my last pick, and it's going to be another cheap budget enabler with the double game week at 25 in mind, and it's going to be Max Kilman. And you look at this, and again, game week 24, Bournemouth home, good fixture for a resurging Wolves, by the way, who have started to pick up some form under their new coach. 11 points he got here against Liverpool. There was a game week a few weeks ago against West Ham where he got 9 points. So he got the maximum bonus in that. So when he does play well, because he's on the ball a lot and he's so good on the ball, he does tend to get the bonus points as well. So that's a real positive. He's 2.7% owned. And again, similar to Tarkowski, he's only 4.3 million. So he's someone that can come in if you still got Cancelo like me and you can raise some money to use elsewhere. So I'm really, really liking him. And then, as I mentioned, game week 25, Fulham away and Liverpool away, which, okay, they're tough games on paper. But, you know, you could get a clean sheet out of those two games. You just never know. And then tough against Spurs and Newcastle. But if you go for either one of him or Tarkowski, 28 and 29 is a good fixture. It's just someone you can rotate in and out of the bench. And you're going to get 2 game weeks out of in game week 25. And he's a set piece threat. So, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking those 2 enabler defenders in Max Kilman and Tarkowski. So that is my differentials for game week 24. And obviously some of them stretch beyond that. So let me know what you think of those in the comments. We've got James Tarkowski and Kilman as my defensive options, Gundogan as a midfield option, and João Felix, he's a bit of a curveball option for a forward, but he's got a good fixture against Southampton. And he's looking sharp, albeit Chelsea aren't scoring huge amounts of goals. But when they are, he looks like he's going to be the man that's involved. But yeah, that's my differentials. I'm really excited for this game week. Stay tuned for my captain's video. Please like this video, comment if you're new here, and subscribe if you're new here too. I'm FPLMattDay, and I will see you in the next one.